Make Alk your 3.
Give
You
him an
can't play a
Ags.
game anymore.
Yeah.
Troll, yeah, Troll Ags against Ursa. Very, very, very good.
I do like it. The only issue with that is the Timber. The Timbers lane, I think, is like relatively free, and I think with Troll, it's not. It's like not as free. I mean, you have the double nuke of CM Troll, but I don't know if it's enough to deal with the Timber hero. Like Timber,
So
you need some.
What hero? Okay, what's a position 1 good against Timber that's left in the pool?
It really is just Monkey and Ursa, both of which are either picked or banned. So
This is
that
like
is
the
a
most
problem.
snowball-y of snowball lineup. And the funny thing is, when I was talking to you, Suns fan, about shallow hero pool, in the back of my mind, I was thinking like, how come we haven't seen Abed pull out Tiny? We're seeing, Quinn fall back on it when the spirits are not available. And then in my mind, I'm like, does Abed play a lot of time? I don't see why he wouldn't. He seems like that flashy snowball-y, let's find kills where possible, ruthless player. So maybe he's looking to go for a record here on the Tiny.
I hope it's him playing and not Crit, because support Tiny makes Daddy very sad. I'll tell you that much.
Are you Daddy in this case? I hope.
I am the daddy of Dota, indeed, the grandfather. Which means that they would be picking their position 4 last if this was an Abed hero, right? Which is also a bit weird, but doesn't really matter. You have the counters to their likely position 1s.
It's a lot of melee. 3 melee cores. Let's get something going here, boys. Techies, maybe. 5ManMidas. Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm in. I'm actually in.
I like that. I
And
do
the
like
Ags are
that.
in.
That's not
jeez.
nope.
No,
That is not the hero.
Gyro.
Oh,
Now,
no.
he's of the same race as Techies, I believe. He's a god. I don't know what he. I don't know anything about lore. I'm just pretending.
Giblin. He's a Giblin.
In Underlords, if you remember, that's a game. It's the same class as Techies, which is the
It's mechanical, probably something's right.
It wasn't quite that, but yeah, basically the same
Dwarfs.
thing. Inventors. Was it inventors?
No,
Something like that.
Dwarven.
No, definitely not.
Dwarven creatures.
So same heritage-ish.
Yes, the heritage. Very good.
That's a reason to pull in the Techies.
So they
now.
pick Gyro because it's basically the last position 1 that is good-ish against Timbersaw. We've seen this picked up a couple times already in DPC, and it's been it's okay in lane, right? But then Gyro just doesn't do anything the rest of the game because he's horrible right now. To be frank, I think he's won 1 game that we've seen. It's because the other team is just way better.
Yeah, he has a 46% win rate, which might seem like decent, but you have to consider that even when this hero is dog shit, in pro level pubs, that is, like, usually his win rate is like high 50% because it's only picked with IO. And so that's still happening, and it still has a 46% win rate. So, like, Gyro's only being picked in good games, it still has a low win rate. So that should say something about this hero, because, like, Clinks is like a bad hero and has a good win rate, right? Because it has like only 100 picks.
Are we going to see... I want to see... Crit is the last pick here, right? Don't get to see the last pick Crit very often. Unless, it's what Sunset did with the Tiny. But how about Wisp? The old Crit Wisp. Bring it back, Wisp. Tiny action with
Wisp
Ursa.
Tiny.
It's been a while.
It's sad because you can't hold that tree for very long anymore, but I do miss that. I'm not going to lie. That would be cool.
The relocate into backdoor throne plays. Yeah, very nice.
I love it.
Very
great.
nice.
I loved it. Okay, I think this will be an enormous mistake if this is not their mid.
5 seconds.
Or 5ManMidas.
Yeah,
I mean, they picked the position 1 Gyro, so it's either Alk mid, which I hope to God it's not. Okay, good. Lesh mid, so off lane Alk, hopefully. So this is at least somewhat where we wanted them to end up, so I like that.
A lot of magic damage, so pressure on Timber to get the farm to maybe build up some utility for the team if necessary.
It's another decent Ags hero as well to upgrade with the Alk. I'm not actually sure how that works with status resistance on Ursa. Like, do you make him ghost form for the entire duration of the nihilism, or? But in any case, like,
this should work against it.
It should, but I don't know if it reapplies. Like, does the nihilism like reapply the ghost form? Because okay, the
Is
pick
that
was
Queen of
Crit on co-op supporters. Where's this Tiny?
I don't know. We'll never know.
Crits is
Crits,
on Tiny. Okay, a support Tiny. I don't know if that was a last-second change-up or something planned the whole way through, but
that's exciting.
a bit different from EG. Sunsfan, you don't sound amused. I'm sure you're going to go with EG regardless because of who they are, but if it was based on draft, would you go with them?
I still would because it's Ursa Timbersaw versus an Alchemist. I don't even care what position this Alchemist is. He will be position 5 by the end of the game based on these picks. And then you have all of that in addition to the Tiny being able to burst most of these heroes down. So yeah, EG. Well, I forget it's crit time. Forget I just said that. Just go EG, Jenkins. Just follow me up, buddy.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I've been playing this offlane Alk in pubs, and I've never lost more MMR in a swifter period. And it's very hard to pull off. I think you need a very good team. ...
More MMR before.
You really need a solid team around you. I think EG's going to punish this hard. This will be a bigger shellacking than the first one. We're going to have to come up with a bigger shellacking than Gabe and Zanus.
All right.
Wow.
Good stuff, gentlemen. Thank you so much. We head to a real fast break, but when we return, it's going to be Lyrical. It's going to be GoDz to bring you the coverage.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here, and game number 2 is underway. Quit right there, checking for a quick ward. Didn't find any. But GoDz, it's happened. They picked a gyrocopter. They got Tiny that's now got taken as well, as Lies is standing very nearby Crit. This is weird.
Not sure if they're trying to figure out whether there's a ward there or not, but it's happening. Game 2. We'll see what 5ManMidas have up their sleeves with this offlane Alchemist. CM Gyro lane, we're getting some of the stats on that one. It's very rarely picked together, but the few times it is being picked is, as it makes sense, against the Timbersaw. You want to have that heavy magic damage against Timbersaw in lane. That's how you beat him. It's basically the only reason you pick Gyrocopter, and what I think most people think of when you see a Gyrocopter pick is just heavy magic damage coming out of carry, which is pretty unusual, and one of the few things that's very good against Timbersaw.
Absolutely, and I think that if there's a time to pick these heroes, it's right now, but it does really come back to, again, like, is this the time to pick these heroes? But again, the other thing that you mentioned is, like, Evil Geniuses, they're running this Crit Tiny, which we've heard has been picked a couple of times in South America as well, potentially in response to some of this type of action that we're seeing here as well. But the 4 Tiny has not looked nearly as good as that Core Tiny when it's gotten taken. So we'll see if Crit can make stuff happen. Certainly with Ice, there's going to be some potential there for some aggression.
Yeah, I think, Crit's very good on this hero. It's the kind of hero that suits his playstyle very well, so I don't doubt his ability. It's a pretty weak hero in the lane, which is why immediately he's just trying to pull some waves because... nice play by Lies. Actually stops the pull from happening.
Yeah, that's very neat. Yeah.
And the problem with Tiny, you're this 0 armor hero. You're like meant to be the frontliner for your offlaner at times, but you've got 0 armor, so you can't really run in without taking a lot of damage. Against a CM Gyro, they cannot play this lane. They just have to pull waves and try get Timbersaw levels.
I do like, though, that they're making this movement already here and creating this new weird lane as both supports go and pick up the creeps.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is weird. But the thing about this is that I guess it's been a little bit harder for Isis to punish at that level 1, but now it's got level 2. It's scary, and Monster up top taking a lot of pressure from Arteezy, forced all the way back there. But yeah, I guess that is one thing, is that, like, until Isis gets a couple more levels, he wasn't able to punish, like, Shu dragging that wave back again either.
But now, Crit's hit level 2 now, so...
Yeah. He might actually be in trouble. Avalanche, toss back. Oh, no, he missed! That would have been nice.
Yeah, he got body blocked by his own creeps a little bit there, unfortunately. Has a clarity running, so not the biggest deal. It looks like he's going to make a swing towards mid lane, and he knows he's de-warded that cliff, so he found the ward that was planted, and that means this Leshrac will not see this coming, and Lesh does not have a bottle yet.
Oh, they might realize it soon as that second wave comes underneath the tower. They might signal to Lesh, hey, Tiny's gone for a little bit, and looks like he's playing it somewhat safe, but the movement comes over and not able to get there in time. And Abed, very happy to come and clean up the mess.
He bought the bottle. He just got enough gold at the last second before he died, so not a complete disaster for Lesh.
It is a little bit of a disaster for Monster, who had to TP back home. As Ice down bottom, with him gone on Crit, he doesn't have that much help.
He's
but
okay,
again,
though.
Yeah, level 3.
Yeah, he's forcing a lot of mana and spells out, and he's got a salve. So that's kind of like a very value way to use your salve. You force out a lot of regen and mana from them. It is a CM, so there is aura, level 2. Often CMs don't get the aura until a bit later on, but Shu immediately going into it knowing that they need to sustain these lanes.
They have to keep that pressure on whenever possible. A little bit of a weird one. We haven't talked about top at all, but Aegster playing on the Wind Ranger. Going for the 1-1-1 build. So can use those abilities to sort of try and out-harass whenever possible. But, I mean, Ursa Witch Doctor is a terrifying lane in its own right, and they're winning all 3 lanes.
Yeah. A little bit different. Fly going for the Voodoo Restoration instead of the Maledict. I imagine he'll go Maledict at 3, 4, and 5. It's just such a good spell, but opting to go for a sustained kind of play in lane rather than any kind of aggressive play with the Maledict. And, you know, I didn't see what happened, so maybe there was a reason for it, but another rotation made crit, making Kits' life very difficult.
Yeah, they got him again. This is an easy one. It happened so quickly. And I don't know how you stop that except getting another ward down, right? Like, Crit didn't even need to smoke for that.
Yeah, I think once he dewards that ward, like, you just need to put another ward somewhere in this bottom jungle, or like just in your mid lane, like here or something. Like
Monster up top.
Yikes.
He's
Yeah.
maledicted. It's only level
holding
1,
pass.
but God, even Crit coming in to get involved in the action, and Monster lays down the acid spray, but accepts his fate. Easy chased him all the way to jungle.
He's like, I'm not walking back to lane. I'm TPing. There's creeps to be hit.
Well, a lot of kills were what 5ManMidas started their last game with. This time they don't have that luxury and down 1,000 gold with the lanes also going against them.
Yeah, that's not the start they were hoping for. It doesn't feel like, yeah, like you say, they're losing all 3 lanes. It's kind of similar to last game, but last game they were getting some kills, so I think, you know, you don't know you're losing the lanes that badly. You feel like you're doing okay when you're getting those kills. They were up like, 5 kills to 2. But they're just getting picked apart here. Abed with the Arcane Rune Sonic Wave gets a solo kill in the mid lane.
Yeah, that one hurts. Didn't get that stack off either by the Wind Ranger over in the jungle, as there is a ward over in the area now too. So they'll see any of these movements that Aegster makes. So mid lane, really bad disaster. What level is Lesh right now? He's 5, not even like 5.5 yet, but I don't know. He's also gone for this lightning build, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, against the Queen of Pain, I guess he just wanted to stay back, which I think the build makes sense, and then you start leveling up the Edict for the tower push later on. But he's not going to be getting those levels that you'd typically expect out of a mid laner because of how poorly his lane has gone.
Right. And that's going to make it that much harder. Arteezy finds Monster, but not going to try and go for any more there. And in the meantime, Aegster is getting a little bit of lane time to himself as well.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah, this Alk is not getting the... I mean, doing okay. But his main goal is going to be to pull those Ag Scepters this game.
Oh my god, Ice down bottom, getting very aggro, and you can see mid, Abed is just zoning the Lesh out. Lesh is trying to find a hiding space here, which is not going to get him killed, as top lane also going poorly. All of these lanes are just in the struggle bus, as Kit's going to maybe try and find an Earth Splitter.
With a Siege Creep, this tower's just going to die here. And Abed's got ultimate in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I think Shu might just be dead here in just a moment. Sonic Wave dropped down
deny?
onto his face. And
running to the left.
He gets there just in time.
That was like a 0.1 seconds before that poison tick, I think, went off. Great heads-up play from CM to turn around. Tower does go down, not denied, unfortunately. And Abed gets another rune, yeah. I mean, that's the great thing about how aggressive they're playing, is that they're able to secure all these runes as well.
Game is definitely hard as they go back again onto Kits. Crit is there. Avalanche toss available in just a moment. He's still hanging out for the time being. Doesn't want to use too much of his mana pool. But they eventually drop it on his head. 0-4-0 with only 18 last hits. Oh, God. It really hurts.
Flies contesting stacked in the jungle.
Yeah.
They've gone too deep here. The Gyro's TP'd in to make sure they win this one, but here comes Arteezy as well.
And Crit, a big avalanche potential as it comes back off cooldown. Lies in trouble, will die. And now Monster also getting chased down with no tower to protect him. He's in a world of hurt. Monster is going to drop a good shackle there. But it looks like Fly will be the one that pays the price. I mean, that was your offlaner, your safe laner going down for Fly.
Yeah. And Arteezy went back to finish the jungles. He needs to be careful. He might actually die here if he's not. Okay, he's got crit to back him up. But taking all, even the little baby creeps against an alchemist, since he gets bonus gold from like the skeletons, always worth it.
pretty devastating, if I do say so myself.
Yeah,
that is the rough one.
And the Radiant Sentry is just out of range to scout out EG's ward, so this triangle is where Auk is going to be spending a lot of time trying to farm up stacks using his acid. Maybe they give it to Gyro, but Gyro's not really a jungle farmer.
Yeah, that could be a problem. Particularly, I think, with this build that he's gone with maxed out Rocket Barrage to try and punish that Timber.
Yeah. I think this Gyro's job is going to be to fight a bit. Crit finds the Gyro behind the tower.
And tosses him back in. Lies in trouble yet again. 8 minutes. It is a 5,000 gold lead. This is fallen completely off the rails for 5ManMidas, and Evil Genius is very happy to take full advantage.
Yeah, I think where things are looking really, really bad is that these 9 kills, 8 of them are on core heroes. Usually you see these, like, 9-0 kill leads, and it's just they get a bunch of support kills. No, they're killing carries, mids, and offlaners. Only 1 CM kill was a support.
Oh my god, they called this, though. They saw this smoke.
Yep.
How did he get picked off like that? I mean, they CM drew the line where it was going to go to.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Actually, I just realized all 10 of these kills are on core. There was a deny on the CM. So every single kill has been on a core hero since the CM got denied.
Wow.
Ice looking to bully Monster down bottom. He's not even level 6. We're almost 10 minutes in, and these core heroes haven't hit level 6. Gyro just barely.
This one actually just might be, like, they might just GG at some point, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, this is insane. Evil Geniuses are completely putting the screws to them.
Yep. And Jenkins mentioned this could be more one-sided. They may have to bust out the thesaurus to describe the kind of shellacking we're in for.
I mean,
hopefully
I
they
think...
opt for the thesaurus, not like something in Jenkins's mind, but...
Right. Slies gonna get chased down here by Artesian Abed and everybody else. They toss him on in. Crit able to take that kill away. Oh, Kid's also dropping down Sonic Wave Shoe. Tries to pop the ulti. Arteezy thought about running in there. The absolute madman. Aegster gonna get the shackle. Can they bring him down? Toss tries to get him alive. Arteezy dodges through the trees and he's not gonna fall. Oh my god.
Man, that high armor combined with the Voodoo Restoration, just that focus fire damage, just without a javelin, it's just so little against melee heroes. Oh, Monster, he tried to grab a bounty room but couldn't quite get it to. He's down bottom.
Oh my god,
I think he's
dead.
gonna pay the price, yep.
Oh wait, no, Isis doesn't have any mana. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, neither does Tiny, so Monster's good, even without a TP.
I mean, Timber saw 5 heroes. Wow, that's pretty intense. I think one thing that's really interesting about this is it sort of like, I think, confirms what our beliefs were a little bit about like the North American region, particularly the like relative strength of those teams at the bottom. Because this team, 5ManMidas, has pretty clearly been like the weakest team in the region, but it shows that there is that like second level of skill difference between the two of them, where like none of the games that EG played against, Zoomers or Black and Yellow or any of this, they looked this bad, I thought.
For sure.
It's hard. This is one of the best teams in the region.
Yep. And they're continuing to show it. Clean up a few more kills down bottom, or at least one. I don't think they can kill Monster here.
Yeah. 8,000 gold lead for EG. And, well, Ice still not all that afraid. As he is going to stand tall down this bottom lane and go back in on the Monster yet again, because why not? It's going to stop him at this point. He can keep the catapult alive. Oh, not for much longer.
I think with the hood, he's pretty unkillable now, with even against all the magic damage. He has a fairy trinket queued up on Timbersaw. I don't think he realizes that's on 9 we can buy.
Just trade in,
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's hoping for.
Well,
but Queen of Pain, Abed's like, no, you can't get your hands on this one, Ice.
Shu, first one to get jumped on, gets there afterwards, has the Sonic Wave, gonna connect onto both of them, trying to take down Crit. He's gonna fall. Abed gets the jump away afterwards, finds 1 kill, now turns on to Aegster. He's already used the Focus Fire, but does have the power shot, only level 1. Oh, that's not enough. That's a triple kill for Abed, and now looking for more. Chase down comes for Monster. Oh man, Queen of Pain ready to go in for more, as does have another Scream of Pain in a moment. Do they give him the kill? Yes, the Ultra going the way of Abed, and he's still looking for more.
Give him
Lies
the
is over here.
rampage.
Oh my god, he might actually get it to him. Jason looking for this finish. Abed, the slowest and most demoralizing rampage of the world, but Ice thinking about stealing it. Not gonna happen. The rampage is there for Abed. Give him another one. One is not enough. The blink in, chase down. Can they get some time? Doesn't quite look like it. He finally has to be stopped. My god.
Yeah, I think that's why he has the Fairy's Trinket, not Timbersaw. Abed putting on a back-to-back performance here. 2 games in a row where he is just popping off. Queen of Pain, not a hero we're seeing every day, and Abed making it look like it's a tier 1 competitive hero right now.
They thought Fly was alone.
Yeah, they thought they could kill Fly. That's a mistake.
Yeah, Abed goes in and sneaks another one. 13-0 and 5.
And I love what Arteezy's doing. He's just farming the enemy triangle while all this is going on. He has wards to protect him. So even if this Alco Gyro decides, okay, I'm not going to go fight, I'm going to go farm where it's safe. It's safe to go there, but there's no farm. Arteezy's taking it.
True. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing to be gained. Looks like Fly might end up dropping here, as Abed still blinks away. Not going to get hit by that stun. Arteezy eats up Shu. Does have Enrage still. Finds themselves another kill. Now Lie's in trouble as the chase down continues. Evil Geniuses just showing no mercy here in this
Nice
game
play.
number 2. Ooh, okay. They find 2. Well, only 1 quick kill. Ice. But still, 4 for 1.
The glyph for the multi-shot was kind of cool. It's
Okay.
always, whenever they're diving your tier 2 towers, like using glyphs, those tier 2 towers do a lot of damage, you know. They do double the tier 1 tower damage, basically. They've been buffed a lot, so. With that said, you know, very small thing which got them 1 extra kill.
Gotta find what you can find. Absolutely. Arteezy running back in with no enrage, no overpower, but they have to run away. Like, the reality is that there's nowhere that's safe. I don't know what kills they can even really find here. It's tough, and well, Abed up top again finds himself another kill on this Queen of Pain. Ruthless.
They're not messing around, EG here, just looking for that quick 2-0. They said it would be 2-0, they said it'd be easy, and they're backing up the talk right now.
Absolutely. I think Abed's gotten almost every rune from this one as well, and getting set up to get this haste down bottom in just a moment, as Arteezy going to finish off Roshan. Ooh, haste rune, and Abed's got one in his sights. Hello, monster.
You might actually be right that he's grabbed every single power rune. That would not surprise me. I can't think of a single rune someone else has picked up.
Chase down, avalanche toss. Abed, the one that gets the kill yet again. 15,000 gold lead now at 16 minutes. 4-28. Bust out the thesaurus, boys. We'll see what it gets to.
Yep. Power's going to stop falling. EG have the late game assurance of the earth, so have everything they need. They're just going to keep running it. 5ManMidas, I've got to imagine. And I think 5ManMidas, your only option here is just to fight your way back. There's a Veil Gyrocopter, you know. He knows he's not carrying this game, so he's going all in on the magic damage. I don't blame him. But he's also not going to be able to do a whole lot with it. Gets picked up again.
No, it's you got to get what you can at this point and try and just find yourselves a couple kills here, but it's not looking like it's going to happen all that quickly. As Aikster going to fall, Fly the one of all people that ends up getting the kill with that one last right click.
Abed was trying to secure with Scream, but everyone else stopped attacking. It felt like they were trying to fight over the kill.
Yeah.
So Abed Scream didn't actually get it because everyone else's right clicks stopped. But I think that's the game EG's playing now. Is let's just try and pad out KDA a little bit.
Wow. The DPC upper division deaths. Shu getting he's actually only died 4 times. It's been, like you said, the cores that have been dying much more often.
Yeah. You know, not surprising, the 5-position player on the bottom 3 teams have the most deaths. Like, if you have a low death count on a 5 position, I don't actually think it's necessarily a good thing. Part of your job is to tank smoke ganks and make space. As Abed continues to make space for his cores.
Silence wearing off. The stun catches him. Right click coming through yet again. The scream. The finish. It's going to be Crit that gets it. And Abed not too happy about that one, but still happy about the kill, I'm sure.
Kit's in mid. Oh, he was trying to finally take a rune away from Abed.
It's not going to happen. He's all over that one. It's like, all right, let's stick around.
Abed just, yeah, he hugs in close. It's so hard to hit the split earth when they're on top of you because they can just circle your body. That was just like, oh, they're playing with their food. Evil geniuses, have mercy. This is truly evil.
Oh, God, we'll pass out. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's really
first,
nice.
Abed gives him the do-si-do. Gives him, runs around in circles, and then Arteezy shows up. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, okay. Where are we at now? I mean, they're just anywhere they want to be. Arteezy's waiting for the camp to spawn over here. Nobody's in the area, really. Op and ulti going in. Abed and Crit pair together for another kill. Shoo! Pops the ulti, but they're broken. Scepter lift up there as they try and take down Lies. Couple more hits should be enough for the kill. And it's going to be Crit that was the one that finds it. Shoo dropping yet again. 4 dead. Now eyes set on to the next tower. They're calling for the wait. They're waiting for one last hurrah, I feel like.
Yeah, what are we waiting for?
Ooh,
Maybe the first ag. Yeah,
Elk.
the first ags. Yep.
Right.
Who's getting it? I'm wondering. Lesh, I guess, or Gyro go all in. No, that's a side gunner. You're not going physical damage. So yeah. You gotta give to Lesh, I guess, for that nihilism.
Radiant's middle
Okay.
tower is under attack.
Interesting.
I feel like they got okay Ags heroes, but they didn't get amazing Ag Scepter heroes this game. I guess, I mean, Gyro is definitely tier 1 as far as having a free Ags on a carry so that he can put 4.2k gold into another item, but it doesn't feel like they drafted perfectly around having an offlane out.
You know what? This is good. This is going to teach people that, you know, this is what happens when you go alk off lane,
Yep.
you know? I think that's a good lesson for everybody here. As Arteezy godlike. And, you know, the kill score has not really moved that much on the side of 5ManMidas over the last couple minutes.
No, it's not. 4 to 38.
Yeah.
We'll see how high it gets. And oh, we've entered that not so nice territory. The top 5 net worth heroes all on the same team.
Yep.
Not often you see that.
Abed coming to play cleanup here on a Kits. Does pop the Diabolic EX. Stun is going to connect. Oh, Abed, what have you done? No, he's going to get away. How does he keep getting away with this here? Ooh, wait a minute, though. Aegster, Yule Scepter. Oh, my God, he's going for the finish. What a monster. Goes in for one last touch. The urn wears out 90 HP. Perfectly calculated. As the Aegis is going to be reclaimed, and tier 3 towers being claimed as well. Impressive showing from Evil Geniuses. Exactly what they want to do. They buy a smoke on Abed to get back into the action that much quicker.
Alk sold everything to get an Ag Scepter. I like it.
All right, let's see it.
Look at his net. He's at 600 net worth. Core Alchemist. Absolute beauty. This is what Dota is meant to be. This is how you play Dota these days.
All right, Lesh, go in. He's got the nihilism. They weren't prepared. They weren't prepared for the nihilism.
Yes,
of
it's working.
They're going in with the ulti, but the Orchid comes out afterwards. Ice. Is he gonna drop? No, he's getting away. Ice dodges the power shot at the end, and he's gonna live through it. They found one more kill, but it was on poor old Fly. So the Ag Scepter, it looked good for a moment, but it was only a moment as GG is called. And Evil Geniuses securing themselves that much further forward in Division 1 DPC.
Yeah. This Alk showing up on your next Overwatch case, viewers. Not sure how I'm going to vote on this one. It's either guilty or insufficient evidence. I'm undecided right now. But ending the game, killing his Quelling Blade, 500 net worth as a core. I don't know. It's a little sus.
He had a mango. he had a mango and the faded brooch. That's one of the best inventories in a pro game. Man, rough stuff though, and I would say impressive showing from Evil Geniuses. You want to see games like this from them when they're just clearly a division above or a series above, soon to be a division above.
And 5ManMidas, this is end of the season for them. You're going to look worse as a team a lot of the time when you have nothing to play for. The 5ManMidas we saw at the start of the DPC, they were a lot better. They were taking games off some of the opponents that were more on their skill level. I think in the lower division team, they're probably a top 3 team down there. I don't think they're going to look terrible. I think you're going to see 5ManMidas actually get to play good Dota. They talked about it in their pre-match interviews that they're probably sticking together. I think this team does have some potential to keep on improving.
Well, we'll hopefully look for that in Division 2 next year, since they are the relegated team here from Division 1. Still to be decided what happens with that other team. They've got 3 teams that are competing for the 2 spots that remain in the upper division. But of course, we got another big matchup that's coming up soon. Hear the panel talk about all that and more, I'm sure, right after the break. So for now, going to head to that quick break. When we come back, panel's going to break it all down. See y'all then.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, our first series comes to a close with Evil Geniuses putting on an expected crushing performance here against 5ManMidas. I'm here with the post-series panel as I have Sunsfan and Jenkins back. All right, gentlemen, it's as we expect. The game number 2, an even bigger beating than the first one. So as the casters had called out, they are curious what you grade the shellacking on this one. Sunsfan, I go to you.
All right, Shannon, we talked about this.
Yeah, so Jenkins and I talked about this, and the thing we came up with is not safe for work, unfortunately. Well, technically, we could say it. It's not offensive or anything, but it will make Dakota very uncomfortable. So let's just call it, it shall not be named shellacking, which is the highest of high tier that we could possibly give something. Basically, a censored shellacking. And this was over from minute, it was over pregame because of the picks against Alchemist that turned out to not be here. You remember when I said playing in my pub yesterday, had less than 3K net worth? That basically happened here. Sadly, only able to get 1 Ags though for his team. But yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, we'll check out the score line here. Another crazy showing. Abed 20-0. I mean, that gives him like a 38-1 stat line after the 2 games put together there, Jenkins. I mean, what else can you kind of decipher from the dust pile that is left of 5ManMidas?
Oh, you know what? EG could have ended sooner. They could have made it worse for them, I think.
They're washed, yeah.
Look at Ice's items. He has 2 Eternal Shrouds, for God's sakes. Like, I'm surprised he even has a pair of boots. There was memeing going on. They're having fun, trying to steal each other's rampages, and oh man, it was some Dota diarrhea right there. They just could uncontrollably not help but to shit all over 5ManMidas.
Well, there it is. You lasted a whole 2 hours.
Yeah, I could barely make it out.
Better than
now.
I thought.
Sorry about that, Dakota.
We are blessed and trying to keep it together, gentlemen, as we have the presence of Fly, and he will beat your ass if you kind of get out of line again. Congratulations, Fly, of course, on a great win here. So, I'm curious, when you're coming into such a heavily favored matchup as this one, where you're expected to win, what is it you're looking to get out of it? Are you drafting more in a way to kind of, appease the teammates and let them have fun and let them kind of make calls for their own picks? Are you still like going by the EG book even against 5ManMidas?
Hey, well, I think the format that we have for DPC is like every match matters so much that you can't really afford to just like joke around or anything. Like you can kind of start the season, you gotta do your best every time. So, I still try hard and still like looked at what these guys do. And even though I don't know, they have like a new mid player every time it seems or something, we still study for them.
Okay, there's the answer we were asking earlier. We were curious if you guys were even going to check the replays or not, but it's good to hear you are taking every opponent and every week match super serious, because they are serious. Now, not so serious. I have Sunsfan and Jenkins here, Fly, so you're at their mercy now, Sunsfan.
How dare you? My first question is very serious. First of all, great to hear your voice, Mr. Fly. You are one of the nicest young men in Dota. So shout out to you, even though you're doing this interview and you're going to be very sad that you're part of this interview. So I do believe, you're welcome. I do believe you're going to be watching this Quincy Crew series, because a lot hinges on the future of, whether you guys make it to the tiebreakers or if you go just straight to the qualifiers for, is it the lower bracket? However,
the
it
group,
works, whatever the case may be.
The groups
the
of Quincy
for the
win.
major.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys learn from the Quincy Crew series when you lost 2-1?
The Quincy series, I think Quincy played really well, first of all. I think they've been like super stable, and they've definitely been the strongest NA team for a long time. I don't think we showed our best that day. Like we didn't really show up, so I think it was just a case of them playing really good and us playing pretty bad. So we kind of learned more about ourselves, like what conditions can help us be like in a better place for the match. Because I think like I'm still very confident if we didn't have to go to tiebreakers, I have no doubt in my mind we can beat both Undying and Quincy.
Okay, well, your ears are probably bleeding after Suns fans' question, so I'll try to get straight to the point with this one. You seem to do this better than anybody, at least that we've seen in NADPC. You run into ganks a lot. It seems impossible to kill your allies because you're just sitting there with some enchantress and you have a hood. And you take 10 minutes to kill, and it's a giant pain in the ass for the enemy team. So I'm wondering, like, what is your thought process on that? Like, how do you do that so frequently? Are you just always farming in aggro areas, or do you just do it when you think that they've smoked or whatever?
I don't think it's as like I don't really have like a smart answer for this. I kind of just play the
Really?
game.
I just feed in the right
You know,
time.
like everybody plays Enchantress in NA at least. I think it's not as popular in other regions, but everybody knows you skill your ulti, and I'm pretty sure it's Dubu that actually started this. Like when he started maxing heal, I think he did it first, or at least the first guy I saw, and he was just running around and being annoying. So you gotta give credit to that guy.
Mhm.
So yeah, you're just trying to be annoying, you know. It's Dota.
I have a follow-up question. Actually, I'm going to switch things up here just briefly, if you guys don't mind. I'm going to do the first ever trivia question for a panelist that relates to our interviewee here. Jenkins,
Why?
what was Fly's original name in Heroes of New Earth?
I didn't
It's
play.
also 3 letters. 3 letters.
I don't know.
Fly, I'm guessing you know
Hey,
the answer.
Hey
know the answer.
XY.
Incorrect. It was Bot. Classic name for Mr. Fly.
Sorry about that,
back
Fly.
in Fnatic days. But piggybacking off of that, even though it's in no relation whatsoever, Fly
Just had to drop that he knew that. Just still
I just,
drop
no,
the
it's
knowledge
just,
there.
you know, everybody likes trivia. No, it's very interesting. What hero do you wish that you could pick for yourself, but you just know it's just bad, or it just doesn't fit your role, or whatever the case may be? Is there a hero that comes to mind?
Yes. Rest in peace, my Phoenix.
Oh,
The dreams. He's just
yeah, you
like
played a
better,
lot of Phoenix back in the day.
Yeah, he's just like he's more fun to play as position 4. He takes a lot of farm, and I don't really like take a lot of farm. So maybe one day when they make Sunray like completely broken again, I can just pick it because it doesn't matter because the spell is so stupid. That was fun.
Good times
So
indeed.
it can't be picked as a 5, but you think it's a decent 4?
It can be picked as a 5. You can make it work if you want,
Okay.
but it's not something I've played recently.
I see.
Is it as good as Jenkins' position 5 Nature's Prophet that I've been hearing a lot about?
I'm pretty sure that one was it the Boots of Travel Blink or something. I think it's like kind of famous by now. I don't know. It's like kind of a joke, but hey, I mean, you probably hit buildings, right? I guess that's your job.
Yeah, I
They
guess.
tried their best. They
I
tried
hope
their
you're
best.
hitting buildings with that build. If you're not,
Yeah,
I don't know what
yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah, that's about it.
Sorry, Fly. They can't help but make it about themselves as well. It was an actual privilege to have you on the show. We look forward to seeing more from you in the future. I'm obviously highly anticipating the outcome of this next series to see what's in store for Evil Geniuses. But again, congratulations and best of luck.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you again to Fly. Lots of love his way. And hearts in the chat, of course, for Captain of Evil Geniuses. They now finish out their league, and I would love to take a quick peek at our current standings before we head into a bit of an intermission in our next series, a very important one at that. But because of their win, EG will close out their league with a 6-1 record. But as you can see, that does not mean that they're set in stone for what is going to be happening. With this, it's just kind of a situation where potentially we could be in this three-way tie. Now, Quincy Crew versus Undying is our next series. If Quincy Crew win, they are obviously 7-0, and they'll be going straight to the playoffs, and Evil Geniuses will be going to the group stage. If Undying can pull out the win in this next series against Quincy Crew, we'll have a three-way tie, which means we'll have to play a three-way round-robin best-of-ones going down on Sunday. And of course, to acknowledge once again, we're already going to be having a three-way best-of-ones between Sad Boys, A-Team, and Black and Yellow. Two of those teams will remain in the upper division, and one, unfortunately, will be relegated. But any final closing thoughts, gentlemen, on our first series, the shellacking that took place of EG versus 5ManMidas, or maybe just some closing words for a team like 5ManMidas? They said they're going to stick together. I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing that or not, but hopefully season 2, maybe some remnants of those players in that team.
Yeah, we'll see in lower division. I mean, if they do stick together, that's going to be good, like they said, because you always want to see these kind of homegrown teams that just improve over time. That's probably the most satisfying thing from like a viewer perspective, or I guess a caster perspective. But yeah, EG looking, I mean, I don't know how much you want to take out of that series, but I just have to say, Fly is one of my favorite pro players because of his personality. He is just very stable. He's just a nice guy. He doesn't get caught in the drama, even though there was a lot of drama surrounding like his situation, leaving OG and all that stuff. He never, like, have you ever heard him talk shit about anybody? I really, really like Fly. He's a super cool dude.
Uncontroversial. He's a true stoic. Marcus Aurelius would be proud of the boy Fly.
Good shit. All right, gentlemen, I guess on that note, it looks like we're just about to reach the hour, but that is, of course, 1 hour before our next series is slated to begin. We are moving on scheduled best of threes, of course. So what's going to happen now is we'll probably cut to roughly a 45-minute intermission. Then we'll return back at the panel with some fresh new content and insight to break down this incredibly hype upcoming series. So please do not go far, and be sure to return for Undying versus Quincy Crew.